Yo, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy Coop back at it again with another absolute banger of a UFC predictions video. We have the bluest fight night of the year for some fucking reason. Du Plessis versus Usman main eventing at UFC Oklahoma City. Really excited for this fight. Hope that it's not a stinker like Dricus's last fight, but we will get into that later. Right now, we're going to go ahead and move on quickly to the prelims. Also, notice we're on a new format. That's simply because they just took the fucking UFC card off of Google for some reason. Don't know why. Shit pisses me off, but this is where we're at. This is what we're doing now. If you don't like it, this is all we got. First fight of the night, we have two undefeated guys, Ezra Elliott versus Damian Anderson. Damian Anderson is really slick on the grappling side of things. Ezra Elliott is fighting out of the same gym as Sugar Sean. Timbo is his coach. And honestly, I mean, they're really good in the grappling department. Like, they have really good takedown defense. All those guys do. He looks really good. Definitely the bigger guy, Ezra Elliott is. I think he's going to be better on the feet than Damian Anderson. But I think if it goes to the ground, it's going to be really tricky for him. But I'm going to have to go ahead and pick Ezra Elliott just because I like the way that he fights. I think that he's got a good, he has a good chance of going out there and getting it done against Anderson. I think that he'll be able to keep it on the feet. I don't see him going out there with the game plan to wrestle or grapple. I think that would be really stupid. So I think if he keeps it on the feet, all those guys are pretty great at that. And I think he's going to go ahead and keep it on the feet and get it done. Probably by decision. I don't see this being a finish, but one of these guys does have to lose, which is unfortunate. I think both these guys, honestly, should not be fighting each other. Should have been fighting somebody else, but I think this is pretty last minute, just, stepping up to step up, basically. So, good on them. And, we'll see. Next fight, we have Anna Melisano. What the hell? Anna Melisano versus Dione Barbosa. I've heard it said both ways. Honestly, I'm just going to say how it is. I think she's going to win. I think she's just a little bit more well-rounded than Melisano. And I just think that, honestly, as the fight progresses on, she's just going to be able to put a more of a better pace, basically. I think that she's just the one that is going to be dictating things. I think that she's the one that's going to be, at least for the majority of the time, she's going to be dictating the pace of the fight. I think that she's the better grappler overall. And yeah, I think that she's going to get it done. I do think it's going to be a decision. But, I mean, honestly, with these women's fights, it's kind of hard to predict because randomly sometimes some of these girls will just come out and they will look like a world beater out of nowhere. They will never ever look good in a fight, and then the next thing you know, it's she's working the fucking body, she's working the head, and it's just where the fuck did this performance come from? But I'm gonna go with Barbosa to get this one done. But it's always so hard to predict with these women's fights lower in the card because it's randomly it's not even they get better. It's they've been that good. They just never fight that good whenever they're in the cage. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, we're going to move on up the card. We have RJ Harris versus Alvin Hines at heavyweight. Man, why the fuck does it keep doing that? That shit's pissing me off. Personally, I just don't really rate Alvin Hines that good. To me, he reminds me of an old school 2010s, pre-2010 era UFC fighter. The Rich Franklin era of UFC. Just these guys that went out there, went to war, but it's there's less technique to it. It's more just fighting. He's going out there, he's blockheaded, he's got the good wrestling defense, he's just gonna go out there and just try and, take you to war, basically. And I think that in this scenario, I don't think that he's gonna be the better striker. I think RJ Harris is gonna land more on the feet. I'm pretty sure RJ Harris is a little bit bigger than him, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I think that Harris is just going to get it done by decision. Yeah, I don't see Alvin Hines as some sort of really great prospect. I don't think that he's exceptional anywhere. He's just really tough. And that, I mean, that will get you decently far in the heavyweight division, but only so far. Moving on, we have Alden Correa versus Stuart Nickel. Why the fuck does it keep doing that? Alden Correa, 12-3. Stuart Nickel, 8-3. Both these guys not bad, but I just really feel like Correa is so much better on the feet and in the boxing exchanges that I think that Stuart Nickel is just going to get caught. Stuart Nickel's not bad in grappling. I think he's got good ground and pound. I think if he's not bad in, you know, scrambles and shit, but I don't think Correa is bad in grappling either. I think that he's pretty good in grappling. That's fucking awful. I don't think that his grappling is bad either, though. I think that he's, you know, he's good at scrambling. He's good at getting himself back to his feet to work his boxing. I think that, honestly, I just think that he's going to be too dangerous for Stuart Nickel. Not that I don't like Stuart Nickel. I just think that Correa is going to be better and well-rounded enough to get out of the grappling exchanges where he doesn't thrive. And I think he has a bigger advantage. He has the X factor to get it done. So yeah, I'm going Correa. Moving on up the card, we have Levi Rodriguez Jr. versus Felipe Franco. Why the fuck does it keep doing that, man? Like, genuinely, it's so irritating. I'm so pissed off that they got rid of my fucking Google. Like, why? Why do I have to fucking keep bouncing back up to the top? But with what I want to say about this fight, Felipe Franco, he lost to, I believe, Mario Pinto, who is, I mean, he's a beast. I genuinely think that he's going to be probably at least a highly ranked heavyweight. This fight's at light heavyweight, but I think Felipe Franco has pretty good grappling. I don't see Rodriguez being able to out-grapple him, and I don't know that his striking is going to be, and his overall power is going to be enough to cause Felipe Franco enough problems for him not to just win the decision through out-grappling and landing more strikes, just being more dominant. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Franco to win this one by decision. Next fight here, we have John Paul Labozignani versus John Paul Labozignani versus Seok-Young Ko. Tough matchup for John Paul. I really like this dude. I think he's funny. He posts a lot of funny shit. But man, Seok-Young Ko is dangerous, super duper dangerous, super well-rounded in the grappling department. I think this could be an absolute fucking smudge fest. But with that said, I'm picking my boy John Paul. I think that he has the tools to get it done. I see him training all the fucking time. I'm honestly just hoping that he's got the fucking tools to get it done. We know he can scramble pretty good. We know that he has good submissions. I think that he's going to be able to threaten those submissions, maybe get himself back to the feet, getting himself out of sticky situations by putting Seok-Young Ko into, making him feel uncomfortable with, threatening whatever it may be that he is threatening, whether it's armbar, whatever that may be. But I think that John Paul is just going to be, he's just a fast twitch dude. He's got good power. And I think he's getting it done, guys. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of biased here. I'll be honest. I'm biased here. I want John Paul to win. I think this is a tough matchup. I wish he was fighting somebody else, but I'm going to believe in him, and I think he's going to get it done. And I think he's going to get it done by TKO. I think he's going to catch him with something big. You know what? He's going to catch him with an uppercut. I know that Seok-Young Ko is pretty good at like he times his takedowns really well, and he's always moving, and he keeps his hands down, and I think that he's gonna go in, shoot for a takedown, he's gonna get caught with an uppercut, and I think he's gonna get rocked bad, and John Paulo Bozignani is going to go ahead, jump on him, get the stoppage, maybe land a couple back of the head shots if Herb Dean's the ref, and but we shall see. I'm going John Paul. Next, Austin Bashi versus Jose, I think it's Jose, Miguel Delgado. Really a striker versus wrestler matchup. Bashi's not bad on the feet, but you know he's going to want to take down Jose Miguel Delgado. He's got really good, Delgado's just got really good striking. He's pretty slick on the feet. He made it close with Andre Fili. He's made it close with just some really, really good guys that, not really, really good, but like top level guys that have been up there in the rankings, right around the rankings. It's just, will his takedown defense hold up? And I'm going to pick for it too. I think Bashi's good. I think he's underrated, but I think that I have to pick Delgado just because I also, once again, I feel like he has the X factor. Like, I think his striking is just, if we're comparing every trait in the fight, it's like that is the best of their traits. That is the best trait, in my opinion. I think that he has the best striking. That's the X factor of the fight. Yes, Bashi is good at wrestling, but it's like, if you compare their wrestling, I'm not saying that Delgado is on the level of Bashi, but I'm saying that he is near it. He's not completely outclassed. He's also much bigger. He has a much bigger reach advantage, both in the legs and in the arms. He's a much taller guy, and I think that that's just going to serve him well in this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Jose Miguel Delgado to get this one done by decision. But I also could see him catching Bashi. I hope this one isn't boring. Moving on. This card, Tommy Guns McMillan versus Alberto Montez. Dude, Alberto Montez looks like fucking Ilia Topuria. Holy shit. Like, good lord. There's like 90 Ilia Topuria just clones. Like, they're all just, they look the exact fucking same. Versus Tommy Guns. Montez is good, man. But I went back, I watched a couple of their fights. I think that the pressure of Tommy McMillan is going to be really troubling for Alberto Montez. I think he's bigger. I think that he has good power in the hands. I think clearly whenever he's hitting people, they are getting hurt. I can't remember if it was his last fight or the fight before that, but the whole time DC's fucking yapping about the other guy in the fight being the one with more power in his hands. And then you go out there and you're watching him throw and you're like, nah, dude, he's scared to get hit by fucking Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns has nice pop in his hands. I think that he's going to just be able to pressure Montez. I think that being in the gym around somebody like Sugar Sean, having a good coach like Timbo there, that, they're drilling a lot of grappling. They have really good just wrestling defense. And I think that once again, this is another thing where Tommy Guns has the X factor that Montez doesn't. He has more power. He has the ability to end the fight, I think, more readily. And he has the ability to dictate the pace of the fight. So I'm going to pick him to get it done. I could see it being a decision, but I think it's going to be a finish. Probably late first round, maybe early second round. Moving on up the card, we have Tabitha Ricci versus Fatima Klein. I think Fatima Klein is going to beat the ever-living shit out of Tabitha Ricci. I don't think Tabitha Ricci's that good. They both fought Angela Hill to beat... holy shit. Tabitha Ricci looked like shit against Angela Hill. Kind of robbed the shit out of her, in my opinion. Fatima Klein beat the ever-living shit out of Angela Hill. I know MMA math doesn't really work like that, but I just think Fatima Klein is so much more game than Tabitha Ricci. And I think that Tabitha Ricci's going to get it done. I think that she's just better everywhere, honestly. I mean, Ricci doesn't have bad grappling, but it's like she doesn't have great grappling either. It's not like she's the top of the division. I think Klein's going to get it done, and I think that she's going to get a finish. Probably second round. I'm just think she's going to start putting it on her, hurt her, and there's just not much that Tabitha Rishi's going to be able to do about it. Fatima Klein by TKO. Moving up the card, we have Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez. I love Chase Hooper. I don't want to see him lose again, but I think he's getting fucking KO'd, boys. I think he's getting KO'd. Prove me wrong, Chase Hooper, but god damn it, I just have a feeling. He just feels so chinny right now. He has to take you down. He has to submit you, and I don't think that Ramirez is honestly that bad. He's not crazy. He's not a world beater, but he's not bad. He's pretty decent on the feet. He's pretty decent on the ground. He's just a complete fighter. And Chase Hooper, I feel like he struggles against the guys that can at least compete, and he can't just get out of there in the submission now. Like he used to be able to whenever he was younger, but now that as he's gotten older, he's just become chinnier. And I think that Mitch Ramirez is going to just hurt him up against the cage, and I think it's going to be bad, and I think it's going to be over. But Chase Hooper, prove me wrong. Love you, bro. Want you to win. Mitch, picking you, dog. Moving up the card, Jared Cannonier versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Jared Cannonier, brother, your time has come. Christian Leroy Duncan is legit as fuck. Super duper lethal on the feet. He's fast. He's explosive. He's got decent pop in his hands. Pretty decent counter wrestling. He's big. He's bigger than Cannonier by quite a bit. I just don't see this going for more than 2 rounds. Honestly, I will be surprised if it makes it out of the first. Jared Cannonier is tough, but goddamn, Christian Leroy Duncan is explosive. He's just like, I genuinely rate this dude really highly. I think he's gonna do well against most middleweights. I think that obviously there are people like, for example, Nasruddin Imavov that would give him trouble, but I think you match this guy up against a Kyle Barrio, he's gonna beat the shit out of him. Like, I'm pretty confident in that pick, honestly. I think CLD he's legit, guys. He might be. I could see, when all things are said and done, him being that new type of Cannonier or above level, like right above Cannonier. Like, Cannonier's kind of the gatekeeper. I could see him sitting right here at the 6'5" level, where it's just like, almost like a Corey Sandhagen, where it's like, is Christian Leroy Duncan gonna do it? Is he ever gonna touch the belt? And then every single time that he gets close, he gets beat by somebody that's really elite, that really has more of an X factor in some type of a way, or is just like, in like the case of Strickland, it's like the dude is just so technically sound. It's how do you beat him? You're not gonna out wrestle Strickland. He just showed that Khamzat Chimaev did not wrestle him. You're not gonna out wrestle Strickland. And then on the feet, it's like, yes, he has the chance to chin him, but I think that it would be, Strickland wears him down and he ends up winning the decision. But yeah, I think Christian Leroy Duncan's a legit problem, and he's gonna go far in the division. Picking CLD. Main event of the evening: Dricus Du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman. I've been fence sitting this fight. Honestly, I'm still kind of fence sitting this fight, but my theory is that Dricus Du Plessis will look much better than he ever has before. I think that Dricus Du Plessis has the ability to evolve. I don't think that Kamaru Usman, I think Kamaru Usman hit his ceiling. He's not going up. I think that loss to Khamzat Chimaev is going to make Dricus Du Plessis much better at wrestling. I think that he spent a lot of fucking time in the gym wrestling. And yes, there's a scary chance that Kamaru Usman goes out there and smudges Dricus Du Plessis. But I just don't see it happening. I think Dricus, as just a stubborn motherfucker, I see that same shit in Dricus Du Plessis, but times a million. Like, he's I know that losing to Khamzat in the way that it did, it ate him up. It pissed him the fuck off. And so I can just only imagine how much that motivated him. And I think that the advantages that Khamzat had physically over Dricus Du Plessis, those are not there to the same extent that Kamaru Usman, or in Kamaru Usman. Like, yes, Usman is very, very strong, but Usman's also chinny. At least he's not chinny, but you know what I mean. Like, he's not. You can wobble Usman. You can clearly put his lights out. We've seen it done by Leon Edwards, and I just think that you could hurt him. I think on the feet, Dricus is going to be the one that is taking control. And it really just does come down to, can Dricus Du Plessis out-grapple or just defend Kamaru Usman enough to land more damage or catch him. And I honestly think that Dricus Du Plessis is going to catch him. I think that there's going to be a fire lit in him. He saw what Strickland just did. He thinks that he can be champion of the world again. He knows he can be champion of the world again. He's beat Sean Strickland twice. Granted, I think that he lost the first fight. I think a majority of people do. But the second fight was definitive. He beat Sean Strickland. He can be champion of the world right now. And so I think that, yeah, I think that Dricus Du Plessis is going to come in with a motivation and a game plan to beat Kamaru Usman. And I think he's just going to be, I'm not sure that we've seen the apex of Dricus Du Plessis. I think that he could be a 2-time middleweight champion of the world. I think that he still has that in him. I don't know that Kamaru Usman is getting any better. And I don't know if, after watching what Khamzat Chimaev did, if Kamaru Usman can beat Sean Strickland again like he did whenever he was in his prime and Sean Strickland was on his come up. But either way, it makes for interesting storylines. If Usman wins, like, all power to the fucking guy. He's a beast. He always has been a beast. I just think that Dricus honestly wants it more, if that's at least how it feels to me. But honestly, I don't know who I want to win that fight. Like, I like both of these guys. I think that Usman is more of a he's more of a boring fighter than Dricus, but he's also, like, he seems like a really stand-up dude, and I think that regardless of who wins, I'm glad that it's two very respectable, like, very respectful dudes that are, like, good competitors and are actually, especially in the case of Dricus, like, he fights. Usman, he fights when it suits him, especially now after he's lost the belt. He fights when it suits him. So I think that Dricus would be better if he went on to be the champion. But honestly, saying it right now, I think Sean Strickland beats both of these guys in a rematch. Either way, gonna go back through the card, break down my picks once again, let you know who I picked, and then we shall end it. Fuck. God damn it. On the first one, we picked Ezra Elliott. Then we've got Dione Barbosa, RJ Harris, Alden Correa, Felipe Franco, John Paul Labozignani, Jose Miguel Delgado, Tommy Guns, Fatima Klein, Mitch Ramirez, Christian Leroy Duncan, and Dricus Du Plessis. Those are my picks for UFC Oklahoma City. Fuck, I made them blue just like the fucking poster for some reason. Like, they're meant to be blue. Whoever wins this fight will be crowned the bluest man in the UFC. And I'm excited to see who that is. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment. Go share this video with your uncle, your grandmother, anyone that you can get to watch it. If you're riding public transport, start playing it out loud. Love you guys. Peace.